Are we witnessing the downfall of Taylor Swift? Track number 7 is actually romantic. From when she announced the album, I had already seen things, and I had thoughts in my head too, that this song was going to be about CHARLI XCX and be almost a response to the song Sympathy is a Knife that came out in 2024. CHARLI has described the Brat album as being about being in the industry and being kind of pinned against other women and having to try to compete with other women. Sympathy is a Knife was a ballad by CHARLI about feeling very insecure about herself. She's relating herself to Taylor, literally saying, "'Cause I couldn't even try to be her if I tried. I'm opposite, I'm on the other side." In this song, she is directly saying, like, I feel insecure. I feel like Taylor's all the way up here and I'm all the way down here, and I will never be on the same level as her. And for someone that, they used to be close, it could probably even hurt even more for her to be saying that. CHARLI XCX recently married a member of the 1975, the band that Maddie Healy is also a part of, who Taylor did briefly date back in 2023 and 2024. So, I'm coming into this thinking that this track is going to be about CHARLI. Maybe, a lighthearted thing, kind of like something agreeing with her, kind of like how CHARLI and Lorde worked it out in the remix. Maybe we're seeing some of this through this song. Maybe Taylor is going to reveal the truth and reveal her feelings about their relationship. Taylor was seen dancing at the Grammys to CHARLI's performances. The 7th track of Brat is called Everything is Romantic, and the 7th song of Taylor's album is called Actually Romantic. So already kind of a dig at her, actually romantic. Like, the song Actually Romantic was kind of disgusting. Coming from Taylor, who has spoken about being pitted against other people, and for her support of small artists, this track was disgusting. This was a diss track about CHARLI XCX. And let you know, Sympathy is a Knife is not a diss track. Go listen to it. Listen to the lyrics. That is not a diss track. That is simply feeling insecure about yourself. But in Actually Romantic, Taylor is saying, "Oh, you must be in love with me. That's actually romantic." The opening line to the track is, "I heard you call me boring Barbie when the Cokes got you brave. High-fived my ex and then said you're glad he ghosted me. Wrote me a song saying it makes me sick to see your face." And in Sympathy is a Knife, CHARLI talks about maybe seeing Taylor backstage at a 1975 show. Now, I do like this track because it was unique. It was something different. Even though I do not agree with the message she is saying in this song, this track was something that the album needed. It was kind of this life being brought to the album. And, I do like the song. I think that if you can kind of relate the song to your own life or kind of interpret the lyrics your own way, you can also like the song more. But this was just really a grotesque, disgusting song about CHARLI. And again, like she said in Sympathy is a Knife, Taylor is up here, even though Brat got CHARLI the popularity, the support, and her flowers that she's needed for years. She is still not even on the same level as Taylor. So for Taylor to be beating her down is like, what? This is like weird behavior. Like, this is nothing that, we've really seen before. It's really strange, and although I do like the track, I rated it a 9 out of 10, the message is nowhere close to that I agree with. I genuinely would like to know, what other artists feel about this. There are a lot of other artists like Billie Eilish and Lorde, who, just had songs with CHARLI come out a year ago and are very close with CHARLI, and they have also been pitted against Taylor and compared to Taylor relentlessly, and people, are going up to them. Like, at the Grammys, I think Billie Eilish even got asked, like, do you have a problem with Taylor? And she was like, no, I love Taylor. Everyone's trying to be supportive, and Sympathy is a Knife was not a diss track at all. I feel like this track and this album, we're seeing a different side of Taylor. We're definitely seeing a different side that we have not seen before, and I don't know if it's the side that we want to be seeing or should be seeing. I think that for Sympathy is a Knife, or for Actually Romantic, Taylor went about it in a very vile way, versus something like Girl So Confusing, in a very similar vein to Sympathy is a Knife, where she's basically comparing herself to Lorde and saying, people say we're like this, they say we have the same hair, going on these whole things about their friendship and how complicated it is. And I think that they handled it much more appropriately. Even if it was behind closed doors, Lorde has come and said, yeah, let's work it on the remix. And they do the remix, and they work it out. And now they seem like they're friends now, and they're friendly with each other, and they are complimenting each other in interviews. And Marina released her album earlier this summer. She actually talked about in interviews how she thought Girl So Confusing was about her. And she reached out to Charli, and, they talked about it, and they worked it out, and now they are friends, and now they seem to be friendly with each other. And, I just feel like there are so many other ways Taylor could have gone about doing this than, shoving Charli down and being like, oh, you're in love with me. That is just, it is behavior that we have never seen from Taylor. She's been in the industry for almost 20 years now. She is now a guiding, beam of light. She's now the song father figure. She's taking other people under her wing. And it's is this behavior okay? And some people are defending Taylor, being like, oh, she's just being messy. This is just her messy era. She's been more messy than this. But, she is crossing boundaries that almost she has set. She's doing things that would not be okay for other artists to do, let alone it be Taylor Swift. I'm Hudson Dane. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I have my other music-related videos and my short films linked right here. Thank you for watching.